Excuse me, Sonny. Do you know where I can find some booty?
Alright, I just watched a video and it really moved me to make my own little video. Again, I'm not gonna fucking cry like a little girl or bitch or well, it's not wrong to do that, but you know, like I was always told by these people, you know, that or certain people, not the ones I look up to, but the ones that that have that notion, you know, where okay, it has to be with stolen valor, you know. And see, being of a kid that has two parents, one and two, not a daddy and a daddy with a mommy that's similar to, I mean, that's a scenario that could happen. And you know, but think about the kids scenario too, where your mom and dad, you know, like my dad was an Army veteran, okay? And he didn't talk about what happened during this time frame of him being in the military. Ever, like about his dealings and his situations, that he never had those war stories that, you know, that some people tell their kids. I don't think they would, but like he never liked certain movies, like say if Rambo came on TV or something, he would be walking out. He didn't care. He didn't want to watch that shit. But he understood it. I mean, he could explain to me, like if I asked him something, but I mean, he'll try to explain it in a way that would not like influence, like, or try not to influence. Again, you know how life is, like ups and downs. See, my dad was an Army veteran, and my mama, she was Air Force, or at least in Air Force training, which she tried. You know, I mean, either way, these are soldiers, right? Or people that were willing to defend our country at any time. And there's times when I was a little kid, I didn't know any better. And people seen that because I was a little kid at the time. I was in elementary. And I was known because, well, what happened, it was a cold freaking day out there in the country. And I was going to elementary school. And I wore my mom's, when I say her, I mean my mom was Air Force training overshirt, which is green with a blue, you know, with a blue, a blue stripe, and it had her last name, you know, Gomez. And people thought it was cute, like seeing a little Pinocchio-looking kid with big boots, and you know, with those brown boots and a green training jacket. Which to my mama, I thought she probably thought it was cute or something. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. She giggled. Okay, they didn't like say take it out, that's mine. You know, my daddy says, you know, he didn't care. It's like just a uniform, you know, something they were issued, and you know, he made it sound like hey, I could fight naked and still be considered a soldier, you know, like. But I'm not saying. Well, I'm just saying, like, because there's a valor, you can't steal that valor. Like, I mean, they tried to, right? And I mean, they could try, but valor is by the deeds and the way you handled situations. That's what I thought, you know. Apparently, soldiers nowadays treat their kids and other people's kids that are out there differently, you know. But yeah, it's just, I thought it was a way to remember my dad, you know. And I know it's, you know, people that know me think I hate my dad, like truly, like, oh, I hate that man. But you only hate things, right? Because deep down you think about him. You do, right? If you didn't know him, right? If you didn't know him, you wouldn't think about him at all. Like if there's a certain person, you know, I never knew my dad, but how can you hate that person you never knew? It's like hating a stranger. I mean, and we do that nowadays, you know, we just hate people that we don't know. All right, like me, I'm just some guy, some nobody, you know, but I'm trying to make a message that what I struggled with my whole life, my whole damn life. And they always say, be a man, but these are the men that say that you don't want to be like at all. Like at all. Like you would not want kids around these people. Like, or I would not feel safe being a kid or having kids around people with this mind frame of be a man and then, you know, punch the shit out of the kid, you know. and the kid's like train, like, and then there's the kid knows he's gonna lose. I mean, and against a well-trained ass soldier, like, I mean, you're trained by fucking better people than I was ever, what I mean? But it touched me. This video had a guy actually, a soldier, stand up for us, for the people. Excuse me if I'm freaking sound like a little. I'm even debating right now if I should shut this off but I'm gonna go through with it because I don't want to do the whole. If anybody knows editing, it's a pain in the ass anyway. But again, after I seen that, I had to take a shower. I just had to fucking, and I did not let it all out. I just tried to maintain, But if you're gonna go around and hunt people down for trying to reflect something, that symbolizes what you stand for, right? I mean, what can we wear? I mean, we're not politicians. We're not soldiers like you. I mean, but if you need a militia, I'm pretty sure a lot of us will try to stand by and do what you say. I don't know where I don't even know. I mean, to see a man come back, and he treats family just different. And you're going through this person who's a soldier, and you're seeing this, you're there through his self-destructive ways, like waking you up in the middle of the night while you're a little boy. Again, it's not now. It's like when I was a kid. When I was like elementary, watching a man wanting to kill himself, and everybody who was there, out of fear of what's going to happen. Like, is it a Red Dawn situation or something? Which that didn't help either, those movies. I mean, they helped to a point. Like, they made us, get us ready for that mind frame, where a Red Dawn. And I'm not saying those movies are not good to watch. They're good movies with good actors. But, these movies, my dad he didn't watch. He didn't watch. He'll laugh about it later, but he didn't watch the whole movie. He'll, like, walk through, grab a, whatever he can. Go smoke a cigarette most of the majority of the time. That's it. Like, cough a squat. I mean, my dad did teach me some stuff, okay? But he didn't tell me about his war times and stuff like that, which, like, it's kind of like when somebody's fighting alone a battle, and they feel alone. They isolate themselves. And now I'm in the point where I isolate myself. I'm not even in no fucking combat suit or out there with, with the finest guns that money could buy. I'm not. I mean, I would like to say I'm a Minuteman, but of course people will be like, well, there'll always be those people that tag you down and rip you apart just to hunt you down in your own country. I don't know. Anyway, I want to say thank you whoever made that video, the video where you stood up for us. God damn it. Because I'm a kind of kid, or I was a kind of kid that looked up to generals that became presidents and presidents that fought amongst on the side of his people for reasons that had to do for the country. And in fact, in history, there was a lot of changing, but it had to go with the original Constitution, right? That we are all equal, right? And then also united we stand, divided we fall. And if you guys are going to keep on in the course of this division and separate yourselves by all these type of freaking, like every fucking division that's known to conjure out of man's beliefs. Yeah, I don't know where people like me fit in. Like, and there's more like me. Every time you go and you have a kid, you're gonna leave a little kid too, like, with that bastard mentality, like, poor bastard, and we don't mean to have that. It's just the way we are, and we try to push on. We just try. But where do we fit in? I just want to ask. I don't really care about like the politics shit. I just know that if somebody was attacking my people, people that are down for our country to fight for what's American, like what America should be, like the mountain pot, like a gumbo, like a family gumbo that mama made, or And I hope I'm not throwing anybody off. And I know I'm probably sound like a little punk bitch to a lot of you guys, but that's what's been hitting me my whole life. That's what separated me. Thank you. Thank you for viewing. And I apologize if I sound weird.